Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into something foundational, literally, crawl space drainage. And we're looking at it through a specific lens, using research from Pacific Blue Mechanical, focusing on why it's so critical in certain areas, like, say, Port Coquitlam with its heavy rainfall. Our goal isn't just to say drainage is good, it's to understand why it's essential, especially thinking about preventing, really costly foundation damage. The source material really stresses how location changes the risk.
That's exactly it. If you look at the bigger picture, for homeowners in places that get a lot of rain, like Port Coquitlam, this isn't just routine upkeep. It's more like preventative engineering for your home structure. You really need to get how that constant dampness affects the actual materials your house is built on.
Absolutely. And the research from Pacific Blue Mechanical, it highlights this very local challenge. All that rain, it just doesn't give the ground under the crawl space a chance to properly dry out. And when that moisture just sits there, that's when the problems start piling up.
Right. And what's interesting is how it causes damage. It's not just like a simple leak sometimes. It's about the sustained pressure of the water pushing against your foundation. Hydrostatic pressure, they call it. And that pressure, it speeds up things like wood rot, basically, the wood decaying, which weakens everything. Your floor supports, the joists.
And that weakened damp wood is practically an invitation, isn't it? The source mentions this creates a perfect home for pests. Suddenly you've got rodents, maybe termites, other bugs moving in because it's damp and the wood is soft. They're attacking a structure that's already compromised.
Precisely. It starts with water, but then you get structural decay, pests, and really importantly, it hits your air quality. A major benefit the Pacific Blue Mechanical article points out is cleaner air inside your house. Stop the mold and mildew down below, and you stop those spores and allergens getting pulled up into where you live. Through just natural air movement in the house. It means a much healthier space for everyone.
Okay, so let's talk about fixing it, because the source dives into solutions. It mentions that a good system usually needs, a couple of key parts working together. First up, French drains. How simple are these? How do they actually keep things dry?
French drains are pretty clever, actually. They basically use gravity. You have a trench, some gravel, and a pipe with holes in it around the edge of the crawl space. It catches groundwater before it even presses against the foundation. It just collects it and guides it away. It really helps relieve that constant water pressure.
And that water often gets guided towards the sump pump, right? That's the second piece Pacific Blue Mechanical mentions, kind of like the active part of the system.
Exactly. The sump pump is like your backup plan, or maybe your main player if there's a lot of water. If the water level gets too high, or maybe the French drain is overwhelmed in a huge downpour, the pump kicks in. It physically lifts that water up and pumps it out away from the house. And having this whole setup, the drains, the pump, it protects the value of your home. Keeping that foundation dry means the house lasts longer. That definitely helps when you sell it later on. Buyers like dry foundations.
It really sounds like it's all about stability. Beyond just the structure lasting longer and breathing healthier air, a good system stops the soil washing away too. Erosion control. So the ground supporting your foundation actually stays put. It feels like it all comes back to protecting the biggest thing you probably own.
And that's the real takeaway, I think. Investing a bit upfront in keeping that substructure dry, especially in these high rain areas Pacific Blue Mechanical talks about. It's just the smartest way to avoid massive repair bills later. You're not just getting rid of water, you're helping everything else in your home last like it's supposed to.
So what's the bottom line here? Based on what Pacific Blue Mechanical lays out, it seems really clear. Dealing with wet crawl spaces isn't optional, especially where it rains a lot, like Port Coquitlam. It's essential protection for your property. Protects the structure, your health, and your home's value.
Final thought then. If you want to keep your house strong and healthy, just ask yourself this: when did you last check your crawl space? Or even just look around the base of your foundation. Is there that kind of damp, musty smell? See any watermarks? Any white powdery stuff on the concrete? That quick check could be the first step in saving yourself a whole lot of trouble down the road.